Hey guys, it's Shoski. And is there anything that encapsulates the wonder and whimsy of childhood more than LEGO? You can really create anything. I mean, the possibilities are only limited by your imagination and bank account. Now, as a kid, I was really into LEGO, which, like, yeah, duh, what kid wasn't? But when I say I was really into it, I mean really into it. I remember I would receive new LEGO sets every Christmas, proceeding to spend the entirety of the next few days building them. I even still have some mostly intact ones to this day. I also had like an entire tub of random Lego pieces in my basement that I would rummage around through and leave random Lego pieces just all around the floor. I'm sure my parents were real pleased about that. But yeah, my childhood was primarily centered around these hunks of plastic. So much so that when I wasn't playing with Legos myself, I would go on my mom's iPad and look at some more Lego content on YouTube, taking a particular liking to Lego stop motion animations. Kids today are all washing their Skibidi toilets and Lanky Box. It's frankly pathetic. I was watching far more intellectual stuff as a child, like Lego Pizza Delivery. In all seriousness though, these videos were a major aspect of my childhood. And with videos talking about nostalgic stuff being all the rage these days, I thought it would be fun to take a crack at it with something I grew up with. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to really touch on this topic, and let's just hope it stays that way by the time this video comes out. I'm already starting to see community posts on the subject, so I'm getting a little nervous. So now, without further ado, let's take a look at some LEGO stop-motion animations. Firstly, I want to start with some background. Don't worry, this isn't going to be one of those videos where they pad out the runtime with an entire history lesson before getting to the actual point of the video. I just thought it would be interesting to go back and find the first LEGO stop-motion animation, Patient Zero if you will. So I did some deep and arduous research, and while I was looking for the first LEGO stop-motion on YouTube, it turns out that shit goes way back. Fucking Mr. Peabody ass. Apparently the first time stop-motion was used on LEGO was in a 1960 official German LEGO ad. I mean, what kind of sets do they even have there? The fucking Berlin Wall? It's a pretty quaint commercial, I must say. It really gives me like Gumby vibes. That's the only way I can describe it. It's fucking Gumby core. It isn't really what I'm looking for, though. I mean, where's the story? The only characters are these two random German children, and their mother who may have been a member of the Nazi party for all I know. So I continued searching, this time to the second result on Google, and found that the first amateur brick film, as they call it, was Journey to the Moon, made all the way back in 1973, inspired by the recent Apollo moon landing. I personally would have done one based on the Watergate scandal, but teach their own, I suppose. It was made by two Danish children, whose names I can totally pronounce, but I'm simply choosing not to. I guess you could say it was made by some Great Danes. Now this is more what I had in mind. The title Journey to the Moon instantly reminded me of A Trip to the Moon, which is a very early film from 1902. It's where that image of the moon with the spaceship in its eye that you see everywhere comes from. There's also the Gumby short Moon Trip. Yes, I'm bringing up Gumby again, what about it? I wish the actual moon landing was like that. Imagine Neil Armstrong had to like fight off aliens and shit. I guess that just wasn't in the budget. Anyway, getting back on topic, the story is incredibly straightforward. These LEGO people get on a spaceship, fly to the moon, drive around a bit, then come back to Earth, all ending with them calling you a slut. Wonderful. It doesn't even have any sound, though I guess there is no sound in space, so maybe that was a creative choice. Dude, this shit is so old they didn't even have minifigures yet. While simple, it's still incredibly impressive for a stop-motion film made by a couple of children half a century ago. Danish children, no less. There's some pretty inventive stuff in here, like they use what I think is a lit firecracker or something to represent the rocket taking off. There's this cool shot where they use live action footage of one of them to show a close-up of the foot stepping on the ground. They'd have a pretty cool moon set, even if it is obviously being filmed in their sad, dingy European bedroom. Still more believable than whatever the CIA was putting out. Definitely go watch it. It's only 6 minutes long and was actually uploaded to YouTube by the original creator. Apparently they were able to show it to the president of LEGO, which I mean, I guess isn't too surprising considering they're Danish. The only things they got going for them there are LEGO and Greenland. The latter's kind of up in the air right now. I mean, they can live without Greenland though, but LEGO on the other hand, that probably makes up like 80% of their economy. And the other 20% is breakfast pastries. I can't believe they named their people after these things. There's a whole host of other pre-LEGO animations that I'm not going to get into because I didn't grow up with them because I'm not a wrinkly old geezer. There's a video series by a YouTuber called Silly Penta on the subject if you're interested, but I really just wanted to skip ahead to the stuff that's uploaded to YouTube. Now, when talking about nostalgic YouTube LEGO animations, there's really no better place to start than with the absolute legend, Michael Hickox, of the channel Michael Hickox Films. This guy's been uploading LEGO animations to YouTube since all the way back in 2009. I actually remember watching a lot of these really old videos when I was like a literal infant. His first video was LEGO Ninja, the Underground Fortress. It's actually where his profile picture came from, I never noticed that. You know a video is old when the comments talking about how nostalgic they are for it are also old as shit. This video is just pure action. The ninja enters this fortress, which is not underground by the way, so that title's a fucking lie. then proceeds to murder everyone that gets in his way, like a Lego John Wick. Is Lego John Wick a thing? I really would not be surprised if it was. It's pretty simple, but hey, ninjas are cool, so this video is cool by extension. And apparently LEGO agreed, because they would start their own ninja-themed series a couple years later. Mr. Hickox was truly ahead of his time. While going through this guy's uploads, it really dawned on me just how many of my favorite animations were made by him. One of my favorites was the LEGO Pizza Delivery series, starting with LEGO Pizza Delivery back in 2009. We follow this pizza guy just trying to do his job and deliver this pizza, but it's so fucking good apparently that everyone starts chasing him down in order to get the pizza for themselves. He apparently got 8 videos out of this concept. Each one keeps upping the stakes too, so by the end this poor pizza guy is being hunted down by every single LEGO minifigure known to man. The people in these videos are fucking relentless too. They're ready to kill and die all for a mere pizza. In the 6th episode, they eat 2 pizza guys alive. It's pretty fucked up. LEGO City used to be a place you could take your kids, man. They also eventually added voice acting, which is pretty nice I guess, though whenever someone says pizza, I can't stop thinking about the SMG4 voice clip. I don't have to play it, you know the one. Anyway, another one I remember watching was LEGO School. This one really hit hard back in the 1st grade. Something you'll probably notice is that most of these don't really have a story, like this video is really just a sequence of events, but hey, that's life I guess. This kid gets on the bus, goes to history class or whatever, gets served lunch by fucking Emperor Palpatine. I guess that's what he was doing before Rise of Skywalker. I like the part where he's at recess and falls on his face. There's also the end where the bus driver drops him off back home and goes like, "I'll see you tomorrow morning." And then the guy just fucking implodes. They do a lot of fun stuff with the minifigures in these videos. Like when the characters are moving really quickly, they become a bunch of Lego bricks to simulate motion, like smear frames in regular animation. He also uses different Lego heads to show different emotions, so we aren't just staring at the blank Lego expression with those soulless eyes and that empty smile. The Lego minifigures have seen some shit, man. In the interest of time, I'll leave it at that, but there are so many more iconic animations from this guy, like Lego Shopping, Lego Halloween, Lego Swimming Pool, Lego Camping, and I think you get the point. I was happy to see that he's still making these Lego animations to this very day, with the Kevin MacLeod music and everything. They aren't nearly as popular as they used to be, but I'm glad to see him still sticking to his passion, or something savvy like that, I don't know. Looking through old YouTube Lego animations for this video actually unlocked some hidden, probably suppressed memories. Like, I completely forgot Forest Fire 101 made Lego animations. Even if you don't know who Forest Fire 101 is by name, you probably know a certain video of his.
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand.
You ever talked about the Duck Song guy? I was obsessed with the Duck Song as a kid for some reason. I remember I would randomly say, "Got any grapes?" at like school or whatever. That's probably like a sign of autism or something. So yeah, this guy is kind of my hero. It is a little sad though, as the Duck Song, being one of the most iconic YouTube videos ever, really overshadows all his other work. You wouldn't know it, but this guy's channel actually primarily consists of Lego animations. He just decided to bless the world with this masterpiece on a whim. I would stumble across some of his Lego superhero videos every now and then, and yeah, let's just say this wasn't the kind of stuff a 4-year-old should have been watching.
Being safe is one of my favorite things to do. Well, that and beating the shit out of hookers.
While good old Michael Hickox had nice, wholesome, family-friendly Lego videos, besides some cannibalism here and there, of course, Forest Fire 101's animations were certainly edgier, for lack of a better term. Not that Kid Me noticed anything different. I didn't understand a single thing that was being said in these videos. I just sat and watched the funny Lego superheroes. The thing he's most known for, besides that of course, are his Lego Batman videos, which date all the way back to 2007. We follow a cast of lovable characters like Batman, who's an asshole, and that's it. It's that trope that people like to do around that time where they take a character who's typically the good guy and just make them super edgy. You know, he says swear words.
Some villains are coming this way, and they're coming! They're coming! Alright, chill the fuck out, Robin.
Shoots people in the face and smokes weed. He's really more of an anti-hero, and the earliest videos even predate The Dark Knight, so this guy actually did edgy Batman first. I don't know, someone made an entire video chronicling how bad of a person this guy is, so watch that I guess if you want an intricate character study of Forest Fire 101 Lego Batman. We also have Robin, of course, who's gay, and that's it. Oh, but there's also the Joker, who's just that one Joker impression that everyone does, and that's it. Yeah, as you can probably tell, character depth isn't really what they're going for. It's more about the comedy, and while it's very crude, like, you can definitely tell it was written by a teenager, I'm also a teenager, so a lot of it did actually make me laugh a little bit. His most popular LEGO video is LEGO Batman Spider-Man Superman movie, released in 2010, and I think it perfectly encapsulates the nature of these videos. Allow me to give a nostalgia critic plot summary. Spider-Man and Superman become Batman's roommates, after killing Robin of course. I love Batman's voice in these videos, and typically whenever people try to do a Batman impression, they make their voice all deep and gravelly. I am Batman. See, I can't even do it. Like, it makes a freaking throat hurt. But here it just sounds like a 15-year-old, probably because he is being voiced by a 15-year-old. All I'm saying is that Forest Fire 101 should have voiced Batman in the LEGO movie. But no, he had to be voiced by... Hold on. Will Arnett. Goddamn celebrities taking voice roles and people who actually deserve them. Anyway, while this is happening, Joker also teams up with Lex Luthor and Green Goblin. I'm not really into superheroes. I don't know who these guys are. It turns out, however, that Spider-Man and Superman are kind of dicks and leave Batman hanging when he goes to fight the bad guys. This leads to Batman joining Joker and the others to defeat Superman and Spider-Man, and we get an epic action scene with all the LEGO violence you could possibly want. They're very reminiscent of like those super violent stick figure fighting animations on like Newgrounds or whatever. Superheroes being bad people, crude humor, extreme violence. This is literally just The Boys. Yes, these videos are a little rough around the edges, but I think the flaws really give them like a certain charm, you know? Like, I love this part where Batman rips out Spider-Man's spider spine, and then there's like this shitty like blood splatter effect on the screen. It's still pretty impressive too, considering it was made by a 15-year-old. My YouTube videos when I was 15 weren't nearly as good as this. Also, this guy was on fucking Nick News on Nickelodeon. I'm surprised they're willing to advertise this on the fucking SpongeBob channel. He would continue to hone his craft as time went on, and in fact is still uploading LEGO animations to this very day. And these ones are like really high quality. It's actually pretty insane comparing these later animations to his like really early stuff. He still makes the LEGO superhero videos, but also does some other ones from time to time. Like LEGO Scooby-Doo or LEGO Harry Potter, all with that classic humor we know and love. It's more recent LEGO stuff doesn't do too badly. Some videos from over a year ago even having over 1 million views, but it's nothing compared to how it used to be. It's especially apparent with how whenever he uploads anything Duck Song related, it completely overshadows everything else. There's now Duck Song 4 and 5 apparently, as well as his cursed Disney live-action remake version. I remember the Annoying Orange did the same thing. I really wish it didn't though. It's clear that his true passion is LEGO animation, however. I'm glad he's sticking with it, even if he will always be remembered as the Duck Song guy. But hey, I guess that's better than being remembered as the beating the shit out of hookers guy. I'm sorry, I just find that clip really funny. Now, I used to watch these LEGO animations religiously, but after 2014, I kind of fell off, and there is a specific reason why. It was due to the release of the LEGO Movie, which was like the most hyped thing ever for a kid who loved LEGO such as myself. Despite being done in CGI, this movie obviously took heavy inspiration from LEGO stop-motion animations, acting as sort of a love letter to the medium. So much work was put into making everything look like it was done using Legos. The characters all even moved like actual minifigures. Hell, it fooled me as a kid. I thought this movie was actually done using stop motion for years. Though I also thought that Freddy Fazbear's was a real place, so maybe I was just stupid. I saw this movie at the height of my Lego obsession, and yeah, it blew me away. But the downside to that was, after seeing the super high quality animation here, it was kind of hard to go back to the stuff on YouTube. Of course now, I recognize that 1, this isn't actually done using stop motion, and 2, how unfair it is to compare this big budget animated movie to something that some random person made in their free time. But Kid Me wasn't thinking about that. I just saw this movie and wondered why the stuff on YouTube didn't look like this. So yeah, I pretty much entirely stopped watching LEGO animations after that, moving on to more mature stuff, like Dan TDM. So for the rest of the video, I thought it'd be cool to take a quick look at some LEGO stuff that was made after I stopped watching. See what I missed out on, you know, and whether they lived up to the classics. A name I kept seeing that I didn't recognize was Alexander Studios. I watched some of his videos and it's just Michael Hickox, guys. This guy's just Michael Hickox 2.0. He makes videos with little to no dialogue about random everyday things like bowling and train crashes, but now they're in LEGO. Ooh. His videos even followed the same exact naming scheme, all being titled LEGO whatever. You know, LEGO Casino, LEGO Arcade, LEGO Prison Break, he even made his own LEGO school. Come on, man, you're not him. Something I will mention is how high quality these videos feel. I don't know why, maybe it's the lighting, or the fact that they're in a resolution higher than 720p. But these videos just feel like they have more polish, though that does take away a lot of the charm of the older LEGO animations. I don't mean to shit on this guy or anything, but I just wasn't super into his videos. He just feels like Michael Hickox without a lot of what made him special. Though, to be fair, what made him special was the fact that I watched him when I was like 4. Another channel I want to talk about is Flapjack Films, who I found through his LEGO Star Wars special videos. They're similar to like Astif Movie or Sonic Paradox, with each one being our collection of a bunch of different short skits. But instead of Sonic or British people, we have Star Wars characters, like Jar Jar the Hutt, or Bob Fett. Most of these skits are just the characters doing mundane stuff. It's a lot like the Robot Chicken Star Wars sketches in that regard. Or like the Family Guy Star Wars specials. Or fucking Star Wars detours. Yes, comedic takes on Star Wars involving Seth MacFarlane are a dime a dozen, but I still find the series really charming. It's just a kid who likes Star Wars making bits with his LEGO figures. I could see myself making these videos when I was younger. It doesn't just make Star Wars animations though, but also a lot of LEGO superhero stuff. There seems to be a lot of overlap between the LEGO community and the superhero community. I wonder why that could be. I don't really have that much else to say about this. If you like Star Wars, you might find it a little amusing. I don't know, I found this bit pretty funny.
Darth Vader, you are the father.
Finally, I want to talk about a channel that's actually been on my radar for a while now. That being Pantsahat. Am I even saying that correctly? Pantsahat. Now, if you look at the most recent uploads, you'd probably wonder why I'm even bringing this guy up. He's not a LEGO channel. He makes videos about fucking whatever this is. There's actually some real deep lore behind this channel. If you go back to his earlier uploads, you'll find videos fairly similar to the ones we've already discussed. We got stuff like LEGO Train Robbery, or LEGO Scooby-Doo where Daphne's Russian for some reason.
Look! What luck! There's a super spooky hotel over there.
I guess they predicted the Velma TV show giving all the characters different ethnicities. He even had some reoccurring characters, like this LEGO Obi-Wan looking guy. All this changed, however, with the video If Anime Was LEGO, and over the next 5 years, this channel would slowly morph into something completely unrecognizable. The video introduced the character Anime Guy, marking the end of the LEGO saga as it's called on the wiki. Yes, this shit has a wiki, brace yourself. We now enter the Hippo saga, which is still ongoing to this day. It's named after the character Hippo, who was introduced in the next video, LEGO McDonald's But You're Broke. He acts as a mascot of sorts for the channel, appearing as the profile picture. It's also interesting as he's not a LEGO, but rather a Hippo figure. That may not seem important now, but it's a sign of things to come. As time went on, he started adding more and more new characters until he got some kind of sitcom cast. There's this Bionicle guy, I suppose that's LEGO adjacent. An action figure of an anime character who is most well known for being, It's a trap! Yes, thank you, Admiral Akbar. There's Master Chief, this cat girl, some guy in jean shorts, and most recently, this fucking goth girl. This character in particular seems to be pretty popular. I can only imagine why. Because of her wonderful personality, of course. Despite still being done in stop motion, the videos are pretty much completely disconnected from its LEGO roots. Hell, the most recent videos, the one remaining LEGO character doesn't even show up. They pulled in SMG4 and now half the cast is just random anime girls. Instead of getting quaint little videos like LEGO Star Wars movie Stormtrooper Imposter, we now get stuff like Anime Girls vs Pizza Hut or Batman becomes a Discord mod. Could have at least been LEGO Batman. Now it may sound like I don't like this guy's content, because I don't. I just don't really find these videos funny, okay? Is that a crime? Are the anime police going to arrest me for that? A lot of the humor is, for lack of a better term, memey, and not based in funny memes like Big Chungus or Ugandan Knuckles. This is some r/anime shit. This feels like something Nux Taku would react to. It's just a bunch of degenerate shit, man. Master Chief becomes a femboy? Really, guys? I'm just kidding, I totally smash. But hey, what do I know? These videos get a bunch of views. I can only imagine why. The guy's almost 1 million subscribers, a wiki page, as I've already mentioned, and even a makeshift plush. Of the golf girl, of course. I would have expected nothing less. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Pantsahat. No hate to the guy, or anyone who likes his content, but it's just not really my thing. Get out of here with your anime girls. LEGO women are where it's at. Do you guys think that there's LEGO stop motion porn? Anyway, on that lovely note, I think it's time to wrap things up here. I've said LEGO so many times it doesn't even sound like English anymore. Probably because it isn't, but whatever. Watching those old videos again after probably over a decade was a real treat. They had that old YouTube charm, you know, the crusty quality, the frickin' basic ass font they use. It's so good. I mean, the newer ones are technically better, like quality-wise, but it's not the same, okay? Is that just nostalgia talking? Yeah, probably. But there's just something special to them, you know? The videos feel so simple, so innocent. I suppose in that way, they encapsulate the very essence of childhood. Alright, I think I should stop there before this becomes a pretentious video essay about fucking LEGO videos. LEGO make me feel good inside, okay? Let's leave it at that.